right, Shabbat Shalom. All the praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakak. I also want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and honors to all you fellow laborers that are kicking this word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Harakak Barakatum, to all you sincere listeners. All right, so quick lesson. America also has to worry about its allies destroying them. And it's based off of this article that I was reading earlier this morning, the Sunrise. All right, done deal. Turkey says it already bought Russian S-400, and U.S. sanctions won't change that. Now, America and Turkey are both a part of NATO, which is known biblically as the beast. So this is important. And there's been a lot of tension and dissent between America and Turkey in particular in regards to Turkey moving towards better relations with Russia, which this is all biblical prophecy, man. And things are happening. I was just watching the brothers in Alabama, and you could tell a chariot appeared, man. You know, right as they were speaking about Yahweh Shah, and then a chariot appeared. I don't know if it was multiple chariots or just one. But yeah, man, we're clearly at the end of this thing, man. We're at the end of the world of Esau. And all these things which are occurring are just testimonials of that. All right, nothing the U.S. does will make Turkey abandon its deal with Moscow to purchase S-400 air defense systems, Turkish Foreign Minister, Mevlut Cavusoglu said as Washington keeps threatening Ankara with sanctions. The purchase of the Russian-made weapons has long been a point of contention in relations between the two NATO allies. You see, so they're allies, but there's always contention. And it's not just with Turkey, because I got this article right here. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I've touched on this in the spirit before. I just want to highlight the the title. EU steps up its defense spending, but Washington says not so fast. Why? Because Washington makes a lot of money selling its weapons over to its allies. That's one of America's main exports. And this ensures, I should say, that they're under American rule, American jurisdiction. Is the European Defense Fund a long overdue move by U.S. allies to take more responsibility for their own security, or a bid to exclude U.S. companies from European arms markets? And that's what it is. And it's a bid to exclude the U.S. from meddling in all their affairs. And like I said, I'm not going to read the article. I just wanted to touch on this. All right, the U.S. has repeatedly threatened Ankara with various punitive measures should they not abandon the deal. It has already canceled training for Turkish pilots learning to fly American F-35 fighter jets, as well as threatened to kick Turkey out of the multi-billion-dollar fighter jet program altogether. Turkey, however, has stood defiant of U.S. pressure and vowed to retaliate against any U.S. sanctions. Yeah, man, so America's allies, whether it be India, now you see with Turkey, all of America's allies, and let's not forget the different European countries, Germany, Britain. Okay, they're all speaking against America. No matter what sanctions decision, no matter which statement comes from the U.S., we have already bought the S-400. The minister told journalists on Monday. Let me jump down. Developed by U.S. defense contractor Lockheed Martin, the F-35 is jointly produced by 9 countries: the U.S., Turkey, the U.K., Italy, Canada, the Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, and Australia. As Turkey produces some of the parts for the fighter jet, the Pentagon has recently said it has already begun to line up alternative manufacturers. Ankara decided to buy the S-400 in 2017 after protracted efforts to purchase an air defense system from the U.S. yielded no success. Washington then repeatedly claimed that the Russian-made weapons would compromise NATO systems, including the F-35. Yeah, so this is what America's saying. Oh, look, we're supposed to be in collaboration. If you bring in some outside weapon, it's not going to work. Which Turkey don't care about that, man. Because the prophecy is that America's allies, all right, that the beast would hate the whore. So I'm gonna just get a couple of scriptures. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread, because all these countries which have been taking in military aid, so-called humanitarian aid from America, they're now coming against America. They're now rising up against America. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. That's right, man, because Esau is getting it from all sides. And the worst is going to be the military bloc designed in America's mind to fight against Russia, known as NATO. All right, this is the book of Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, which is the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast, which is NATO, these shall hate the whore. Yeah, and this is what the article is going into. Because this is just another incident in which the beast and the horns will hate the whore. The whore speaking about America. These shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's right. And that's why these different European countries, which are supposedly allied with America, and in this Anatolia or Turkey, Ankara, this is why they're breaking away from America, because eventually it's going to culminate in them destroying America. One last precept. This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. That's right. So Esau's own counsel is casting him down. Okay, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, the European Union, okay, which Esau over here was instrumental in putting together, and it's all Edomites, even Turkey, because Turkey, the majority of those people are Edomites. So their own counsel is casting them down, man. All right, so yeah, real quick lesson. Just want to touch on that. I pray the lesson was edifying. Shabbat shalom. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the believers, and death to America.